The main protest, the original protest for the Fix the Country protesters was supposed to have taken place on May 9th. But a few days to that day, the police secured a temporary injunction to essentially prevent the supporters of the Fix the Country protest from actually going and hitting the ground. Today, the 25th of June, the substantive case is being heard in the High Court, essentially trying to determine whether or not to agree with the case of the police to have or prevent the Fix the Country protesters from embarking on any type of demonstration in a COVID-19 era. But for now, though, even as the case continues in court, members or supporters of the Fix the Country group are currently outside within the vicinity of the Accra High Court with banners essentially here to support the leaders of the group as the case is being heard. Let's go and listen to them.
We will still protest! 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 We will still protest!
We will still protest. That is the refrain you're hearing from some of the protesters or some of the members of the Fix the Country group, if you may call it such. They are saying that regardless of the outcome, they will still protest. I just want to speak to one of them. Senior, now you're saying you will still protest. I mean, are you saying that even if the court says that you shouldn't protest, you will still go ahead and break the law?
Yeah, not that we are going to break the law. No one is above the law. You understand? No one is above the law.
I mean, well, that's why we are here.
Saying that, you see, some laws, the reason why we want to do what we want to do, that we are going to protect, either they allow us or they don't allow us, because we are on the ground. We know what is going on. We know that things are not going right.
But it still doesn't mean that you should break the law.
We are not breaking law. We are not breaking law. If the persuasion fail, force must be applied. So our leaders are giving us the headway that we should do what is not right, even though they are not giving us the permits. Okay, so we want the right thing to be done. That is the only thing we want. Yeah. You understand?
So essentially, they are currently in court, and you're saying you will still protest. Now the question is that if the court says that you should hold on until a certain time, would you still go ahead? I'm just asking. Would you still go ahead and protest?
No, but to win. So that is what we want to win.
Yeah, so the ruling from the court will tell us what.
But there are other mediums. There are other mediums that we can use. There are other mediums. We are here. We are talking. Must we go to heaven before we find crime? Must we go to heaven before we find crime? Has it been to heaven before? Must we go to heaven before? When Lucifer was fighting, as the story says, God, was he there? Was everybody there to know whether God? They must fix the country. That is all that we want. And there are other mediums that we can use. We can use so many channels to do that. They cannot stop our constitutional mandate.
In no time, if we don't fix this country, if we don't do things right, whatever that we are building today will be a waste of money. Because we can't wait and sit and watch our leaders that they should go for loans for developmental projects. At the end of the day, they will leave it abundant. And taxpayers will be paying for such monies. We can't wait. We can't be sitting down and be tolerating such from our leaders.
Creation of jobs. We can't finish school and come and drive Uber. We can't finish school all the way 4 years in school and come and do mobile money. We can't turn vendors in the street. So things must happen. Exactly. You walk out. If you cannot do it, you step out. Somebody who can do it, we bring that person in. We usher the person in. We test the person and see whether the person can do what is right. You understand? Ghanaian youth are rising up. Ghanaian youth are growing in wisdom. We are growing in knowledge. We are growing in knowledge. We are University of Ghana. We go to school everywhere. 4 years in school, you come out and there is no job.
So there you had a couple of them saying that they will protest, and as they wait behind the wait at the entrance of the Accra High Court as the substantive case between the police and the leadership of the Fix the Country protesters goes on. Now you're still watching the Citi Newsroom as we try to cover the case today.
The court is currently on break, and some of the conveners of the Fix the Country demonstration are walking out. Now, some of the conveners have joined supporters who have been waiting outside the court at the entrance of the court. Some of them are taking pictures, some still chanting their slogans. More pictures are being taken, and the conveners and some of the supporters have moved from the entrance of the courtroom. And we do know that the police at the court premises have called for backup.
The police have been called to actually come and pick them up. They've all been lined up into one Tundra police pickup truck. All of them numbering about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 or 15 or so of them. Now, earlier on, they were shouting, saying that they will demonstrate regardless as to whether or not the court ruling goes in their favor. They're being transported in your shot. We do not have any idea where they are being sent to, but they have been picked up. They have been picked up by the police.
This is just another evidence that we are living in a broken system. Yes, people standing by holding their cards, and they have not disturbed or destabilized public peace. You understand that they have not disturbed court proceedings, and they have been arrested just because one man said, okay, arrest them. And then they come and then arrest them. You know, this is a good sign for the struggle. This is going to, you know, when you deny a peaceful demonstration, it is a clamorous demonstration becomes a recipe. You can't just act outside the law as if you are leaders of the law, whilst you should be governed by the law. You understand that? The police which should be educating people is rather flouting rules and authority just because one man snapped the finger. Now we are all going to, it's a good struggle, it's a good sign for the struggle, and we are all going to meet wherever they want us to meet.
I mean, for you, why do you think they actually got picked up?
I don't know the reason for which they should have been picked up, because I don't know what they have done. Have they destabilized public peace, or have they disturbed court proceedings? No, they were not inside the court. They were at the entrance, and they have the right to hold whatsoever thing they are holding.
What do you make of it, and what will be the way forward? I mean, for the ones that have just been picked up.
Yeah, they have just been picked up, so we are yet to follow and then know what is next. You understand that? But for now, we are going to get the ruling, the final ruling, and then other things will follow. So we are assuring the public they shouldn't be afraid. These people are not going to be jailed, because we live in a democratic state, and you can't silence the voice of the people unlawfully.
There you have it, a member, a convener of the Fix the Country protest, essentially just speaking to us following the arrest of some supporters who were just picked up by the police at the entrance of the Accra High Court. So you have lawyers for the protesters in your shot, as well as some of the conveners. After the ruling by the High Court judge. Is this a win for you?
No, you know, the date is already passed, so we would have to fix another date. You understand that? So for now, we are more concentrated on what has happened, the arrest. So we are pursuing that. After that, we can respond to whatsoever thing the ruling is. Our legal team will respond to that later. But for now, we are concentrated on the arrest of the 15 conveners. Okay, and after that we will talk to you guys. So we are going to the police regional command. So for the ruling, we can't say anything on that, but we are assuring Ghanaians that we are safe because we live in a democratic nation. Okay, we are within the remit of the law, so nothing bad will happen to the conveners.
Your lawyers notify the judge?
Yes, they don't notify the judge about the incident. Okay. Yes.
Why do you do that?
Why? Yeah. I mean, they'll have to make, because the case was still in court. And then we have been given time to come back for ruling. And then you come arrest some of the conveners who were in court earlier. So she should be aware. Yes, that's all, because it happened within the premises, the vicinity of the court. Oh, yes. Sure.
There you have it. Adaji Brownson essentially is reacting after the ruling by the High Court.